What's up, guys? It's time to clash with Cam. What's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to get the Barbarian King as a Town Hall 7 in just one day, without gems and without lightning spells. Don't be a dick and drop lightning spells on people's storages, okay? That's not cool. So the Barbarian King costs 10,000 Dark Elixir, and that would take a really long time to get. You're only going for raids worth 100 to 200 Dark Elixir, which is actually what I was doing when I first started going for the Barbarian King. Then I found out this little trick that I'm going to show you guys. So what we're looking for is Dark Elixir storages that are unprotected by splash towers, or at least partially unprotected from one side. So you can see once we take out this mortar at the top, then that Dark Elixir storage is going to be unprotected by splash damage. And we'll be able to send our Barbarians and Archers in to swarm that center compartment and take out the Dark Elixir storage. Your army composition can be composed of any combination of Barbarians and Archers that you want. Just try and keep more Archers than Barbarians. I had one of my barracks set to Barbarians and the other 3 set to Archers, so that's a pretty easy way to keep everything constant. You also want to be constantly training 2 lightning spells, and we're going to be using those to either partially damage mortars and wizard towers, like I did in this raid, or completely take them out. And that just depends on where they're at and how many lightning spells you have. The reason why I'm using Barbarians and Archers as opposed to Giants and Healers is because it trains quicker. And you'll also find out that I can get to the Dark Elixir storage just as easily without being affected by splash towers. Now you guys are probably wondering, what is the best trophy range to find Dark Elixir? Well, the higher up you go in trophies, the more Dark Elixir you're going to find. So you always want to be trying to win your raids, and that's not always going to be possible when you're going for the Dark Elixir. I started in Gold 3, and I eventually dropped down to Silver 1 because when you're targeting just the Dark Elixir storage, it's not always possible to get the win. So if you see Town Halls on the outside, go ahead and snipe them. That way you keep your trophies up. Alright, so now let's move on to the next raid, and this one is worth 475 Dark Elixir. And I decided that in order to get the Barbarian King in one day, I wasn't going to go for anything less than 400 Dark Elixir. Unless, of course, the Dark Elixir storage was easy to get to. So it all depends on how many troops you're going to have to use, and if it was worth it or not. So in this base, you can see that that mortar was protecting the Dark Elixir storage, and that wizard tower is protecting the left side of it. So if we can come in from the right side, I think we'll be able to get it. The only thing we gotta look out for is that mortar, and oh shit, the dragon as well. With that mortar right there, it would make no sense for me to send more troops in there to take out that dragon. So we're gonna wait until it takes out my troops, and then we're gonna lure it to the outside of the base where it's not protected by splash towers, and then we're gonna take it out, and after that, then we can try and go for the Dark Elixir storage. So you can see that I opened up the walls in 2 separate places. So if I send my troops in on the left side, then they'll get channeled straight to that wizard tower. And if I send them in on the right side, they're going to get channeled straight to that mortar. So once we take out this dragon, I think the best thing to do is send our troops in on the right side because the mortar fires slower. So we'll just have to send in our troops a couple at a time, and I think we'll be able to get the Dark Elixir storage. Okay, so there goes the dragon, and now we're just going to send in a couple of Barbarians and Archers. We need to take out this Elixir storage first, and a couple of them are now targeting the Dark Elixir storage. You can see that they're also targeting the Archer Tower, so once we take out that Archer Tower, then more troops will target the Dark Elixir storage. And the Barbarians are easily distracting the mortar, so there's no problem there. And there we go, we got the Dark Elixir storage. The Town Hall is also pretty close, so I'm going to send in a few more troops so we can get the win as well. So there we go, 475 Dark Elixir, not too bad. A lot of the times you're going to find people upgrading their splash towers, and you should definitely take advantage of that. So this guy is upgrading his mortar on the left and his wizard tower on the right. So I think if we can take out that right mortar, then we should be able to get into the center. That mortar is going to be a little bit difficult to get to because it's behind 2 sets of walls, but what I found out that works is just spam your Barbarians and Archers on the entire side, and they'll be able to swarm the mortar. It would be a lot easier though if I had 2 lightning spells, but unfortunately I'm not waiting for them to finish because that would waste a lot of time. However, I do have 1 lightning spell, and I plan on dropping it on the mortar, but I want to wait and see. Oh shit, there's a bomb. I want to wait and see what's inside the clan castle because we might have to drop it on the clan castle troops. Alright, so I've taken out the outside buildings already, and now we need to clear the buildings inside the first set of walls, and then we'll be able to get to the mortar. Hopefully there isn't a dragon inside the clan castle. That would suck. especially if we haven't taken out the mortar already. Okay, so it looks like we got some archers coming out. I'm going to drop the lightning spell on the mortar, take out a few of the archers at the same time. So now we're going to have to focus on taking out the remaining archers, and then we'll be able to focus on the mortar, and then once we take that out, then we can send in our swarm of archers to take out all the dark elixir. So hopefully this mortar doesn't make it too difficult to take out these archers. I'm just going to send in a couple of archers at a time, and I still have about 50 archers left, so I think we're still good on troops. Mortar is almost down, and there we go. So now we can send in our swarm of archers, and the only thing left between us and the dark elixir is a set of walls and the Barbarian King. But we don't really have to worry about the king, because I have a shit ton of archers, and they're going to take out that wall pretty quickly, because those archers want the D. And now here comes the Barbarian King. He's going to try and stop the archers, but he's not going to be enough, and I'll be able to get the rest of the dark elixir. So that's going to be 700 dark elixir for that one. That was a good one. And we also got the 1 star. Alright, so let's move on to the next raid, and by now you guys should be understanding how to pick off the dark elixir, but we'll do a couple more raids just so you guys can get it down. And this base says 988. Oh shit, I almost hit the next button. I would have been pissed, because we have almost 1,000 dark elixir, and it looks pretty easy to get to. So that was close. I've only got 1 lightning spell this raid again, so we're going to be using basically the same strategy that I used in the last attack. We're going to swarm this side with barbarians and archers, and once we get in closer, see what's in the clan castle, then we can drop our lightning spell on the mortar to damage it, and once we take out the mortar, then the dark elixir will be ours. Oh, you know what? I actually just remembered that I have hog riders in my clan castle, so once we take out this cannon, I think I'm going to try and use those to take out the mortar. So I'm going to drop it right about there. And they're going straight for the mortar. That's good. Ah, shit. Well, that worked well, didn't it? So I guess I'm going to have to drop my lightning spell on this mortar anyways. I'm glad I put my clan's hog riders to good use. I probably should have expected that bomb to be there, but it's actually a good thing I blew it up early, because I saved a couple of barbarians and archers. But now, there's nothing between me and the dark elixir, so I am 988 dark elixir closer to the Barbarian King. And I don't think I'm going to get the 1 star on this raid, so I'm just going to end the battle now and move on to the next raid. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We've got another 991 dark elixir. So I'm going to take out this mortar right here, and then all we have to worry about is that wizard tower. And the town hall is also exposed, so we'll be able to get the 1 star. So that's good, and now we're just going to spam barbarians and archers on this side, and hopefully we can take out that wizard tower easily. Oh shit, here comes clan castle troops, and I don't have any lightning spells. So we're going to draw them away from the wizard tower, because we don't want to waste too many troops. And once we take them out, then we can focus on taking out the wizard tower, and then the dark elixir will be ours. Pretty easy stuff, right guys? Alright, so now we're going to use barbarians to distract the wizard tower, put some more barbarians down, put some archers down, and there we go. So the wizard tower is now down, and we can start spamming our archers to take out the dark elixir storage. And here comes the king, but we're going to take out the storage before he even gets to us. So there we go. That's another 1,000 dark elixir. That's a whole lot better than going for raids with only 200 dark elixir, isn't it? Yeah, saves a lot of time. Whoa, look at that, 1,145 dark elixir. Damn, that's a lot. Okay, so with this base we have 1 wizard tower upgrading. The town hall is on the outside, so that's an easy 1 star. So all we have to worry about is the mortar and the wizard tower next to the dark elixir storage. So I'm going to try and take out this mortar, and then we're going to try and sneak in and take that dark elixir right out from underneath the wizard tower's nose. Well, if he has a nose. It's not Voldemort, is it? Oh shit, it is him. I hope he doesn't Avada Kedavra my troops. I'm gonna have to make sure I send in barbarians, just in case. So we just broke through the final wall, and some of my troops are targeting the air defense. Once that goes down, then they'll target the dark elixir storage. And there we go, that's the rest of it. So now I'm gonna end the battle, and that's gonna wrap it up for this raid. Alright, so there we go. With just 1 day of raiding, my dark elixir storage is finally full, and we can now get the Barbarian Key. if you guys were wondering what my noob trolling base would look like with the Barbarian King, there you go. You're welcome. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope it helps you guys get your Barbarian King. And make sure you check out my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Audio Jungle.